Not so long ago, the American Southwest pulsed with rivers and streams, nourishing a vibrant web of life. Cottonwoods and willows thrived along the banks, birds sang, and wildlife gathered at the water's edge. Today, those rivers are fading memories, dry beds, dead trees, and a silence where life once flourished. The land is brittle, its heartbeat slowing as relentless sun and drought take their toll. Without water, plants die, soil erodes, and animals vanish, unraveling the ecosystem strand by strand. Occasional rains now bring floods that wash away precious soil instead of reviving the land. The Southwest is becoming a ghost of itself, defined by what's missing. The memory of flowing water haunts the landscape, a warning of a barren future. The challenge: can we help the land drink again before its heartbeat fades for good? In response, we tried to engineer solutions, planting trees and building dams to restore the rivers. Thousands of saplings were planted, but most withered in the dry, broken landscape. We treated symptoms, not the root cause, the lack of water. Our check dams and rock barriers, meant to slow water and trap sediment, often failed, washed away by floods or buried by silt. Unlike nature's living systems, our fixes were rigid and temporary. We learned that engineering alone couldn't heal a wounded river. Our efforts were like patching a deep wound with a bandage, well-intentioned, but ultimately ineffective. The land's heartbeat continued to fade, reminding us of the limits of human intervention. We needed a new approach, one that worked with nature, not against it. The question remained: what could truly restore the Southwest's rivers? Decades of failed interventions left conservationists searching for answers as water tables dropped and aquifers dried. Our efforts were surface level, unable to reach the root of the crisis. Then, a radical idea resurfaced. What if the solution wasn't something we built, but someone we brought back? Beavers, once trapped nearly to extinction, were seen as pests, not partners. Many experts doubted they could help, fearing beavers would destroy the last trees or worsen water shortages. But some began to wonder: could these natural engineers be the missing key? The idea seemed risky, even foolish to some, but desperation demanded bold thinking. Could beavers revive the land where human engineering had failed? A handful of scientists saw beavers not as pests, but as the original architects of healthy river valleys. For millennia, beavers shaped these landscapes, building dams that slowed water, created ponds, and recharged aquifers. Their instinct to build transforms narrow streams into wide, life-filled wetlands. Beaver dams slow water, spread it across the land, and allow it to soak deep into the ground. This raises the water table, stores water for dry times, and creates habitats for countless species. Ponds become nurseries for insects, amphibians, and fish. Birds and mammals return. The land heals from the water up, as beavers restart the river's pulse. Unlike human-built dams, beaver structures adapt, rebuild, and persist through floods. Their work is self-sustaining, free, and remarkably effective. Beavers don't just build homes, they restore entire ecosystems. Their return offers hope, a living solution to a dying landscape. The beaver is the missing piece, able to do what our best efforts could not. Nature's engineers are ready to help the land recover, if we let them. The idea of beaver reintroduction wasn't just theory, it was put to the test in Idaho in the 1940s. With remote sites inaccessible by road, wildlife officials parachuted beavers in wooden boxes into new habitats. The gamble paid off. The beavers survived, found streams, and immediately began building dams. These early projects proved beavers could kickstart ecosystem recovery, even in the harshest landscapes. Land managers took risks, moving beavers from nuisance areas to places desperate for their skills. Once released, beavers needed no further help. Their instincts took over, and wetlands returned within a season. Streams flowed again, and wildlife came back. These successes showed that beavers were not just resilient, but essential partners in restoration. Where human engineering failed, beavers offered a living, self-sustaining solution. Beavers do more than bring back water. They spark a cascade of renewal across the ecosystem. Their ponds become biodiversity hotspots, supporting insects, fish, birds, and mammals. Songbirds return as willows and cottonwoods regrow along the banks. Beaver wetlands act as natural fire breaks, protecting land and communities from wildfires. Their dams store water, keeping streams flowing through drought and buffering floods during storms. Beavers help the land adapt to climate extremes, making it more resilient. Water from their ponds seeps deep into the soil, recharging aquifers and raising the water table. This underground reservoir sustains plants and wildlife far from the stream. The true magic beavers restore not just surface water, but the land's hidden lifeblood. Their work leaves a legacy of resilience and hope. Our failures taught us humility. Nature's wisdom often surpasses our own. Rivers aren't machines to fix, but living systems to heal. The beaver's story shows the power of partnership over control. Restoration means identifying what's missing and letting nature lead. Beavers are not tools, but collaborators, nature's engineers with millions of years of experience. Our role is to help them return and thrive, then step back and watch recovery unfold. This shift asks us to see ourselves as part of a living community, not just managers of resources. By working with beavers, we restore both streams and our relationship with the land. Their return is a parable for our time. Hope lies in trusting nature's own solutions. Welcoming beavers back is a crucial step toward a more resilient, hopeful future for all.